Alright guys, so I hope you are ready because this is the exciting part where we're gonna finally start to setting up our store and making a real e-commerce business. So without further ado, let's start right now. First thing you need to do is to get your 3 days trial, and you can do that going to this link. And like I said, I'm transparent, so this link is my affiliate link, so I would really appreciate if you register on my link. You will not lose anything, on the contrary, you will receive 14 days trial, and doing this you can show me some support, and I would really appreciate if you do. So you can find the link in resources, or you can click right here. So I recommend you to pause this lesson and copy and paste it somewhere or write it down, or the better decision is to make right now your store in the same time with me because it will be easier for you. So now we just go to the link I just showed you in Google Chrome. Now let's just hit enter and we are on Shopify. Now we just add the email, now the password, give me 1 sec, now the store name, which is Clothes Kings. I know it's not the best name, but it's just for example purposes. Anyway, these steps don't really matter right now because you can modify anytime. So let's select here the options. This is not important too, but they want that to keep the track of their customers. It's important to know that the email address you add right here where it says business or personal websites, it will appear in your privacy policy and returns policy when you automatically generate it for your Shopify. So you may put a business email like I do right now, but you can always change it later on. So right now I will pause the lesson to fill this up and we will jump into the next step. I promise you that I will not skip anything important, guys. First guys, I like to select a plan and disable the password so I can see the website in another tab, because this helps me to see it like a customer, not as a creator, and help me to modify easier the stuff that are just kinda not okay for customers and make it more converting. For do that, you need to add your credit card, but you won't be charged until the free trial period will end, so nothing to worry. Now we just click on select a plan and I will pick the first plan, and I recommend you to do so, especially if you are just starting out. Now I'll complete this with my informations and again I'll get back in a sec. Done. Now we disable the password from preferences and we are good to go. Now guys, our website is officially live and people can see it. So first I'll show you how you can get your domain. Now you have two options here. One is to buy directly from Shopify and they will care about everything, but it will cost with a few bucks more than if you will buy it yourself. My opinion is, if you are just starting out, I recommend you to buy one from Buy New Domain right here. It's easier and it will save you a lot of time. I usually do this too, but if you are more advanced, you can buy the domain from Namecheap or GoDaddy and connect to your store. They provide instructions and all you need for do it. So next we go to themes and I will help you to choose a theme. So yeah, I personally recommend Brooklyn as a free theme. Now our current theme is Debut, but we want to go with Brooklyn, so we click explore themes and here you go, I found Brooklyn. Now we click add theme and let's wait a couple of seconds. Now we want to publish instead of debut, so we go to action here on Brooklyn and we gonna publish. So now we are officially live. We have Brooklyn published and we can customize it. I will show you all of that amazing fun stuff, but before we do that, let's take care of settings first. Here is where you can set up your payments, check out general stuff, shipping, etc. We are gonna go through all of them one by one, starting with general. Here is where you put in just kind of basic info. I recommend you to have a personalized email for the store like I do, clotheskingsinfo@gmail.com. Next, we have your informations. I'm not an accountant, so this is a statement disclaimer, but my opinion is if you don't have an LLC or an Incorp, S-Corp or something like that, you can just put the store name or your own name for now, but I do generally recommend you once you start to get a little more serious, you have more revenue, just do your legal stuff to avoid any problems. And if you are from outside the USA like I am, I recommend you to set up your currency to US dollars, and if you are from UK like you see here, you can't change it, but for do that you go to payment settings. I do this right now, and now we deactivate Shopify payments, then we click save. Now we get back, click refresh and change it to US dollars, and now we click save. So generally it's quite easy. Now we are in the checkout tab. First we have customer accounts. I usually leave us disabled because if you are not a huge brand like Nike, Google, etc., usually creating an account just distract the customer attention. So customer contact, I use the second option with customer can check only with email because we need to collect the emails to do email marketing. I will show you how to do this in the third module of this course. Form options, I always check the box with first and last name because AliExpress asks for that because we do dropshipping. Company name, I leave it hidden as default. Address line 2 is optional. Shopping address, phone number required because AliExpress asks for this, so they can send the package directly to the customer's door. Order processing, we check the first option and uncheck the second one because in some countries this option can affect the buyer experience after an order has been paid. We check do not automatically fulfill because we use Oberlo. So next one, we leave it as it is, checked. Now we need to generate the refund policy, privacy policy and terms of service. These are important because they basically protect you from legal liability. Probably if you don't have these, you're breaking like 500 laws, so it's better for you, for your protection, and it will make the store looks legit. So we can simply press generate and the Shopify will make them for us, and these are enough. The only thing you will need to change is the email if you didn't set up from the beginning with business email for the store like I did. So for do that, we just search it like this, Clothes King, and I found it right here. So now all you need to do is just change it. So it's easy, guys. Now we're gonna add these pages and some of others publicity displayed, and we're gonna do this from pages. So we're gonna just click add page. First of all, we will create a privacy policy, return policy and terms of service. So let's do it right now. Start with terms of service right here. We paste right here in page. Now we copy the text and we do the same thing. Now we add the next page, which is privacy policy. Again, we copy this, paste here, copy the text and paste it there, and we click save. Now we do it again with the last one, copy and paste, again copy and paste, and boom, we finished this part. Now we're gonna add other pages like about us. I usually write this for my every store, but if you're just starting out, you don't need to do anything crazy. I just give you right now the brief outline for what you need to do. So first of all, you need to introduce yourself along with your brand. mention that you share the same passion as your visitors. Say about how much do you love the niche, how much you wanted to turn it into a business, and etc. Mention how you source products globally to provide a wide variety of choices at some of the most competitive prices. And finish it saying that customer satisfaction is your number one priority, and leave them a contact email. Now, other pages, it will be contact us. I personally put here just this sentence, which is our happily helpful experts are on hand. If you need them, just send us an email. And they have a form, so that's it with this one. Next page is frequently asked questions. For this one, I'm going to leave you my personal frequently asked questions in resources, so I will just save your time. You can download them on resources for this lesson. Now we will add a shipping policy. It's good to add this because people usually search for it, and if they see that you offer free shipping, they will be more excited to buy. So here you can say simply this: we want to give you luxury to paying your shipping for every orders of $50 or more. Or you just can say that you offer free shipping for every item. If you do that, of course, don't lie to them. And beside that, it's good to mention the handling time and deliver time, because when you'll have orders, you'll have clients with a ton of emails, and some of them will want to know when the product will arrive, and if someone will be mad and things like that, you have already a policy for that, and it's not your fault that they didn't check out, so they can say nothing if the product arrives in the time, because they admit subconsciously that it's their fault. So I usually put the shipping on the product page too, but this is not really necessary. It's alright if you have just a shipping policy like this. Now we're gonna add them in navigation so people can see them on our store. Let's start with footer, and here we're gonna add terms of service. Shipping policy. Refund policy and privacy policy. Now we click save and we go back to navigation, and in menu we're gonna add about us, contact us, and shipping policy too. So click save and it's done, guys. So before we finish this lesson, I want you to know that we do the adding products, customized theme, adding Google Analytics and more in the part 2 of this lesson. And for the shipping and payment setup part, it will be different lessons for each one of them in this module, because I don't want to overwhelm you in just one lesson. So I will see you in the next lesson, guys.